Hello everyone, good morning and Assalamu alaikum. It's my pleasure to greet you this morning after Eid holidays. How are you? Dear students, welcome to the Facebook live class once again on Communicative English. Well, I believe that you are all safe in your home and hope you have enjoyed bittersweet Eid holidays. Anyway, do you listen to me? Do you listen to my space? If not, please let me know. Okay. Uh, hope you are listening to me. Uh, Thanks once again for listening to my lecture and watching my presentation. Okay. Uh, all right. Our lesson is not too heavy today because you might not be in a good mood because Corona has created huge obstacles to celebrate Eid holidays. So uh, today you have no exercise to be done, simply listening and speaking, but you have to do some homework on writing tasks. By the way, so far I guess you were watching first slide. Actually, it gets no change. It has no change. Simply let greeting on it and nothing else. Okay, Eid Mubarak to all of you. So we can go for the next slide. All right, lesson 5. Uh, as I said that we have finished 4 lectures before, and now we are uh, at lecture 5. And in today's lesson, we will focus on knowing vocabulary or phrases related to introducing yourself and practice listening to an audio video and practice speaking. Introduce yourself, meaning that you have to introduce yourself, how you can introduce yourself publicly. Okay, it's very important because of that. If you want to go somewhere else newly, and if you meet some new people, then it needs to introduce ourselves. So it is very important because of if we fail to introduce ourselves rightly, that then we might lose attention to other people. So uh, there is a saying that love at first sight. So you have to attract yourself in any gathering at the very beginning, right? Okay, writing task is mandatory, for homework, and in every lesson we used to do it. And ultimately, speaking is expected to be practiced among friends, teachers in a group, as I usually said earlier lessons, and it is our common practice and daily practice. So you have to do it because already I hope that you have created some online group and you started chatting or conversation with your friends. Okay, here is an important note for you. viewers and students, you are requested to use headphones while going to listen to audio or video, okay? Because some audios may have low sound, so uh, uh, while you go for listening to that very audio, you need to have headphones to listen to the uh, mm, pronunciation of the native speaker deeply, and so that you can engage listening. Okay, mm, go for the next slide. Listening. Okay. Mm, it is our uh, common practice that we should remember some rules of listening, you see. And in last two classes, or in my last two lectures, I talked about the rules of listening. So I don't want to go about talking about the rules of listening. It is given here for recapping. Okay, so our today's audio and video is about how to speak fluently. Okay, you will be given. This slide is about recapping the rules of listening, and already you came to learn in my previous lessons, and you just have a look. Okay, and let's go for listening to the audio. Okay, now before speaking, we should know some rules of speaking, and here is an audio, and you try to catch the words of a native speaker, how he is advising you and advising us to follow the rules of speaking. This is very simple and easy. You see, the first, don't study grammar too much. Okay, okay, dear students, don't be amazed to see the very word. You don't study grammar too much. That does not mean that you need not to go for learning grammar, but I hope that you have studied grammar a lot, as because we have finished already 10 to 11 years studying grammar, so no more grammar. Now it's time to apply it, okay? And then learn and study phrases, new vocabulary. Of course, you have to learn some new phrases. You have to increase uh, the strength of your vocabulary or phrases, uh, so that it can make you confident while you go for speaking about something. Okay, and this is very important. Number three, that is, don't translate. Okay, actually, for the Asian people, especially for the people of Bangladesh, it is um, very important to learn that we should not go translate, meaning that uh, this method, I mean the translation, translating method is obsolete all over the world. But we, the people, especially the Bangladeshi people, usually do it. First, we try to translate in Bengali, then we go for speaking English. So it is a wrong method. I mean, translation method is wrongly mentioned all over the world. So you speak whatever you sense, whatever you like. Okay, right, wrong doesn't matter. If you go on practicing speaking, then ultimately it will help you to correct yourself while or after finishing the speech. Okay, first time there may have some mistake, but gradually uh, it will help you to correct yourself. Okay, then practice speaking, and practice speaking. There is no other alternative of speaking. So let's go for enjoying the advice what the native speaker says, right? I hope that you will enjoy the video and try to catch the words, catch the main words, important words, and take notes what he is saying. Okay.
Hi guys, in this video I'm going to tell you 4 speaking rules you need to know. The first rule is don't study grammar too much. This rule might strange to many ESL students, but it is one of the most important rules. If you want to pass the exam, then go ahead and study grammar. On the other hand, if you want to become fluent in English, try to learn English with grammar. Studying grammar will only slow you down and confuse you. You will think about the rules when creating sentences instead of naturally saying the sentence like a native. Remember that only a small fraction of English speakers know more than 20% of all the grammar rules. Many ESL students know more grammar than native speakers, but they still cannot speak English. The reason is they always think about applying grammar rules before speaking. If you are not worried about grammar, you would speak faster. The rule number 2 is learn and study phrases. Many students learn vocabulary and try to put many words together to create a proper sentence, but they cannot create a proper sentence. The reason is because they didn't study phrases. When children learn a language, they learn both words and phrases together. Likewise, we need to study and learn phrases. The rule number 3 is don't translate. When you want to create an English sentence, do not translate the words from your mother tongue. The order of words is probably completely different and you will be both slow and incorrect by doing this. Instead, learn phrases and sentences. You don't have to think about the words you are saying, it should be automatic. The rule number 4 is practice speaking. Reading and listening is not enough. Practice speaking what you hear. Reading, listening, and speaking are the most important aspects of any language. The same is true for English. However, speaking is the only requirement to be fluent. It is normal for babies and children to learn speaking first, become fluent, then start reading, then writing. So the natural order is listening, speaking, reading, then writing. The reason many people can read and listen is because that's all the practice. But in order to speak English fluently, you need to practice speaking. Don't stop at the listening portion, and when you study, don't just listen. Speak aloud the material you are listening to, and practice what you hear. Practice speaking out loud until your mouth and brain can do it without any effort. By doing so, you will be able to speak English fluently. Okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I hope that you have enjoyed the audio and video from an expert person, from an expert native speaker. Now you can go for the next slide. Okay, this is our usual practice. You see, preparation task before entering into the lesson. We should go for warming up. Therefore, preparation task is simply warm up, nothing serious here. We can practice, uh, we can say brainstorming, meaning that we are going for having mindset to do the main text. Okay, dear students, do you remember our today's task? that is mentioned in slide number 2. I hope you do. That is introducing yourself. So we came to learn how to uh, speak. We came to learn the rules of speaking. So our today's task is to introduce yourself or ourselves, whatever it may be. So before going that, we should go for preparation task, and ultimately we will do here. Okay. So here you see, hello, I am. You just say, you can say I'm Zahid Hasan, and I am from Bangladesh, as because the country is mentioned here. And in later slides, you will learn from another native speakers how you can introduce yourself rightly. Okay, before going that, it's warming up. Okay, so nothing serious here. The answer is flexible. It's up to you. So uh, I'm not. I don't want to force you to do anything. It's up to you. Okay. So there are many family members. There are 5 family members of us in my family. There are 5 members of us in my family, and I live with my family. My birthday is on 1st January. Okay, I work for uh, I work for Dhaka Mohila Polytechnic Institute as an instructor of English. My hobby is listening music. Okay, I also like to watching movie when I'm free. I'm interested in gardening. I don't like or you may like, you may say like, or as it is mentioned, don't. So you say I don't like wasting time. My favorite day of the week is, what should I say? Thursday, because it is the weekend. Okay. My favorite month is December because in our country, you say it goes winter, and I love to travel in this during this time. And I am married, or you may say single, or you may say engaged, or if someone divorced, he can or she can say divorced, right? I don't have any children, or if I say, as I am talking about myself, so I have 2 children, and I have got a beautiful pet, you say, or you see, simply you can say I have a cute dog, or cat, or goldfish, or puppy, or mouse, or kitten, or rabbit, whatever it may be. It's up to you. As I said, that it is flexible. And mm, you have to talk about your character and personality a little bit. I am flexible in my thinking or doing something. Okay, my best quality is my flexibility. Okay, flexibility means that you are not rigid in doing or listening or making uh, in every task. That means you are very easy. Okay, my best friend name is blah blah blah. Okay, Steven or Ram or Rahim, whatever it may be. I don't have any international friends, or I have many international friends. It's up to you. It is flexible, right? I study English because I want to keep myself updated because I have a lot of friends uh, home and abroad. So if I want to get communicated with a foreign friend, then of course it requires knowing English. Okay. And as I said, that I study English Since I was studying, uh, uh, oh, sorry, you see, here is an explanation. If you use for, then it is for unlimited time. If you use since, then of course you have to uh, use this sentence, or you have to mention the time exactly. So I have been learning English since my early age, uh, and I can express myself and communicate in English. Okay, that is all about the introducing myself. So I see that time is getting up, so we have to finish earlier. So here I said that let's enjoy the video from Alicia about how to introduce yourself, and get ready to download the audio of your own to your Facebook account, and let us know how charismatic you are to introduce yourself. So let's enjoy the video from Alicia, how she is introducing herself. So it is very important for you that you have to practice of your own, and you have to record the audio, and of course, as I said, that you have to publish it for the public or your friends, where we want to see that how charismatic you are to introduce yourself. Okay, so let's enjoy the video from Alicia.
Hi, everybody. My name is Alicia, and welcome back to Top Words. Today's topic is 10 lines you need for introducing yourself. So let's go. Hello, it's nice to meet you. Hello, it's nice to meet you. You can only use this the first time that you meet someone. If you say this to somebody after you have met them already, you're going to seem either A, like you've completely forgotten meeting them, or B, like you are a very strange person for saying it's nice to meet you again. So, when you use this the first time, you can shake hands with someone and say, hello, it's nice to meet you. My name is. The next phrase is, my name is blah, blah, blah. In my case, my name is Alicia. You can use this again when you're introducing yourself, or if you need to reintroduce yourself, you can use this pattern. When you meet somebody at a party, for example, you can say, my name is blah, blah, blah. My name is Barbara. My name is Stevens. You can shorten this. You can say, my name's. My name's blah, blah, blah. I'm from. After you've said your name, after you've shaken hands, you can say, I'm from the US. I'm from Japan. I'm from Turkey. I'm from your mom's house. I'm from a cave in Southern Europe. I'm from your country, or I'm from your city. I'm from the future. Wow. I have to go. I live in blah, blah, blah. You can use your city. You can use your country. You can use, even maybe if you live near a certain station, you can use the name of the station where you live. So, for example, I live in America, it's fine. I live in Los Angeles, it's fine. I live in New York, it's fine. So your neighborhood is fine. If someone says, where do you live? And you say, I live in an apartment. It's like, what? So please use the region or the location where you live, not the type of place where you live. If you hear the question, what do you do? It's asking about your job. In English, people don't say, what is your job? That's not the question that we ask. Instead, the question is, what do you do? And the correct response to that is, I'm a, or I'm an, blah, 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 followed by your job title. So if someone says, what do? You can say, I'm a teacher. What do you do? I'm an engineer. What do you do? I'm a donut shop tester. I'm years old. When someone asks, how old are you? You can say, I'm blah, 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 years old. Don't forget the S at the end of this. If you like, you can shorten this phrase to just I'm plus your age. So I'm 65. I'm 13. Whatever. I'm this many. Sometimes children will say that. How old are you? They'll say, I'm this many. It's kind of cute. First time you meet someone, you might not ask how old are you. If it's in a friendly case, like at a party after you've spoken to the person a little bit, it's okay. But just try to be sensitive to the context. Try to be sensitive to the people around you. And if you sense that maybe there's a very large age gap between you, it might be better just not to ask the question at all. I enjoy. Many of my students say, "What is your hobby?" But that's not something that native speakers will say. No native speakers say, "What is your hobby?" Instead, we ask, "What do you like to do?" Or "What do you do in your free time?" This is a much more natural question than "What's your hobby?" The answer to this then is "I enjoy" or "I like" plus a noun phrase. So, for example, what do you like to do? I like listening to music, or I enjoy listening to music. What do you do in your free time? I like watching movies. What do you do in your free time? I like baking cakes. What do you do in your free time? I enjoy tap dancing. What do you do in your free time? I enjoy making new friends. Oh, one of my hobbies is, one of my hobbies is, blah, blah, blah. With this one, it's probably better to use a short, easy to understand hobby. If you're explaining a hobby, people are going to expect that it's going to be something that they know about, like photography or cooking or dancing or swimming or whatever. So try to pick something that will allow you to continue the conversation. That's why movies or cooking or books or, sports are a good thing to share. Snowboarding. I've been learning English for, if you are learning English, if you're studying English, you can use this expression. If someone asks you, "How long have you been studying English?" you can say, "I've been studying English for amount of time." Or "I've been learning English," or "I've been practicing English," or "I've been speaking English for a certain amount of time." "I've been studying English since elementary school" is also okay to use. "I've been studying English since I was in college." Just be careful. For is used for a length of time, and since is used for a specific point in time at which you started something. So you can try and mix it up and use a few different expressions there. So, I've been learning English for a long time. I'm still learning English. Yeah, you should do that too. Okay. I'm learning English at EnglishClass101.com. This probably could be used in response to "Where did you learn English?" or "Where are you studying English?" or "How are you studying English?" You can respond with, "I'm learning English at EnglishClass101.com," or "I'm learning English at my school." "I'm learning English at my private teacher's house," for example. So a little bit of grammar in this sentence. Why do we use the progressive tense "I'm learning English"? If you say "I'm learning," it sounds like you're still continuing your studies. If you say "I learned English at EnglishClass101.com," it sounds like you're finished. Like you've finished studying, there's nothing else for you to study, so you're done. So it's much, much more natural to actually use the progressive "I'm learning" or "I'm studying" when you're talking about your studies, when you're talking about your hobbies, than it is to say "I learned" or "I studied." And. So those were 10 lines that...
Okay, dear students, I hope that you have experienced the international teacher Alicia, who is teaching English worldwide. Time is up. So you see, at the end of the lesson, we came to learn how new vocabularies we have learned from this lesson. So I think that we learned some new vocabularies, that is creative, hardworking, rude, stingy, insensitive, calm, and unreliable. You have to uh, uh, write. You have to make sentences with this with these words, new words, so that you can understand well. Okay, and ultimately, you have some points to discuss among your friends. That is, how did you enjoy the day? And you can talk about this topic. So we can go for the next slide. That is homework. You see, you have to summarize today's lesson learned within 10 sentences for uh, from the beginning to the end, and you have to submit it to your respective teachers. And let's finish our lesson just listening to a song, praying to the Almighty, and hope to see you next class. Okay, so let's enjoy the song. Okay.
Lord, I'm calling. I need your help. I don't wanna fight no more. I don't wanna fight this war. Oh na na, oh na na, oh na na na. I don't wanna fight no more. I don't wanna fight this war. Oh nana, oh nana, yeah.
Okay, we have enjoyed a song. Now your task is to write the first four lines on your comments box. Okay. Uh, as I used to say every class, that if you want to keep watching this video, get connected with this website, that is www.skills.gov.bd. Okay. All right. We are at the end of the session. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching my lecture and staying with me with patience. Okay. And hope to see you next. Thank you so much.